Good morning, boys. If you're here watching, we've just done our half an hour fasted cardio. We're trying something new every morning. We're going to be doing that instead of when we go train, just to add on doing something a bit harder. And honestly, it helps me free think, which will help give back. So I don't listen to music or anything. If I listen to anything on the treadmill, it's a book. So we have done our usual morning routine. 5:30 wake up, straight out the door, 50 push-ups, 10-minute walk. Allows you to think for yourself and set a goal for yourself for that day, or set your goals for yourself that day, your 5 goals towards your main goal, without consuming anything. And then come back in, quick cold shower, just a minute, and after that we jump straight into some reading and journaling. Not much, I literally read like a page. It's a book called Daily Laws by Robert Greene, and it's literally designed to read 1 page a day. So if you're new to reading, I fucking highly recommend it, because 1, great insights, great book, but it's just one page a day, and you build your habits. So if you're looking for a book to read, 100% read that. But really, what I struggle with a lot is just thinking for myself. And I'm sure you struggle with it too. Because when you think about it, when we were kids, when an opportunity arose, like when we were a little kid and we were sitting on the mat or sitting on the carpet or whatever, and an opportunity arose, you'd always be like, pick me, pick me, pick me. Now, if we get given an opportunity, at least I know, definitely getting better at it now, but I know that you shy away from it. You shy away from these opportunities, and it makes me wonder if everything we've been taught growing up has just been one massive funnel. A massive funnel into where we're taught to just do what we're told to do, not free think, and just drift and sort of live life. Like, it's a bit fucking bullshit. Like, why don't we think for ourselves anymore? Why are we so scared to put ourselves out there? Who gives a fuck if that girl says no to you? If you give it a crack and you think for yourself, eventually you could probably score a pretty fit chick. Who cares if the business fails? Who cares? Because if you want to be abnormal, you're going to have to do abnormal things. And the thing is, the only reason you're failing when you're failing is because you don't know enough yet. But the only way you get to know more is by doing the thing, which is why it's hard, because we don't want to fail. We've been funneled into the fact that we shouldn't fail. At school, we get chucked into detention if we do something wrong or if we fail. We don't get an opportunity to learn. We just get told, no, that's wrong. Like, every failure is simply just a learning opportunity. And we're funneled so badly into the fact that we're so scared of failure. We're so scared to let people down. And we don't trust ourselves to get it done. But the only way you're going to build trust is by doing the damn fucking thing. The only way you build something up is by continuously doing it through habits and building discipline around that specific thing that you want to do, and be willing to fail. Because if I go to the gym, I don't expect to look jacked in one go, do I? You can't expect to lose 20 kgs of fat in one day. It takes time. It takes discipline. It builds habits. And that's what it's about. But you're so scared to fail. We're taught to be so scared to fail. And it's bullshit. Why? Why? What is wrong with failure? Okay, I'd agree it's wrong if you fail and then you look at it and then you don't learn. If you don't learn from your mistake and implement a new way, then okay, I'd understand that maybe it's a bit dumb. But if you fail over and over and over again, but you change something every time, eventually you're going to hit what you want. And yeah, it's going to take time, but every failure is a seed to success. Because if you learn off every singular failure, eventually you will succeed. But you just can't see it. Because every failure is teaching you more than what the success will. Because you only succeed once. Every time you fail, you learn something new. So you only succeed once. So this teaches you more than the successful part will. So this is almost better. And that's why I think, I can't speak on it, but every single person that's successful talks about their failures. Because that's where they learn. And that's what they remember. That's the part that they remember. Because that's what got them to the one success. They have many more of these than they will of these. But that's the thing. You only need one of these. And you'll be good. Like I've got this now. I won't lose it. I've got it. I know how to get it. I know how to get other people it. I've got it now. It's knowledge. You have to learn your way to get here. But that's fine. But it all comes back. Always comes back to your mindset, to your habits, to your discipline, to your nutrition and your training. You have to build your mindset up first. But the only way you do that is first accepting that you're going to have to fail. You are going to have to fail in the beginning. But if you can just understand that they are just seeds to success. They are just, it's growing. It's forever growing your foundation. Every failure is building your foundation. As long as you're going towards a definite aim, right? So every single day, if I wanted to lose 20 kgs of fat, I know that that is the end goal. That is the definite aim. Or if I wanted to pack on some muscle, it's just a numbers game. So every day, as long as you get up and show up and control your inputs and stay congruent towards that goal, to that definite aim, and be willing to fail, you will succeed. You will get that thing. But that's the enjoyable part. That's why you have to enjoy the journey, because every single failure will lead to that thing. But you only get that thing once. So that's why this part's even more important. That's why people talk about when they get, like C-Bum, I watched a video about him. He was saying when he won his first Mr. Olympia, he felt nothing because he didn't enjoy the journey. Right? because you don't actually enjoy that thing. Well, I mean, you do. But when you look back, when I look back from my bodybuilding prep, I look back on all the times that I tried my fucking best, when it was brutal, when I was eating like no food, when I felt like giving up. But at the end of the day, that's the part I'm looking back on now. That's the part that builds your foundation for life. Not just for that thing, but all these failures that you have to take on the chin, it just builds your foundations up. It builds your surface area of what you can take on. Because every single time you've taken on enough, it just means you can take on more pressure. And you're just building. So that's why if you just fail as fast as fucking possible, you'll get the thing you want, you'll build your surface area up, you'll build and be able to handle pressure. And you just have to look at it as every time you fail, you're planting a seed that is gonna grow if you don't give up. The only way it doesn't stop growing is if you don't give up. You have to keep going. And the only way to do that is by setting a definite aim, an absolute definite aim, and working towards that, and continuously going towards that. Keep pushing towards your definite aim. But the definite aim is only the goal. But each and every day, you control your input towards that goal by aligning your mindset, by aligning your habits, and staying disciplined towards that. By setting yourself goals that align with who that person is becoming and what that definite aim is. Because if you don't have a definite aim, then failure's going to hit you 10 times, 100 times harder. And you'll give up. But if you have a definite aim and you know what you're working towards, then you will win. Because each and every day, you'll know, even if you fail, that if you don't give up and you're working towards that definite aim, then you'll win. There's no way you don't win. If you control your inputs, put your mindset towards a definite aim, and keep building those habits and discipline towards that aim, you win. Because I guarantee you, if you look at every single failure as a seed to success, you can't lose. If you have a definite aim you're working towards, because then it becomes a matter of time. And if you're willing to just delay your gratification, you'll get there. Because at the end of the day, if getting this body has taught me anything, it's the fact that if you don't give up and you know what you're working towards and you know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing, but you think you're trying to do something that aligns with it, you'll learn enough. You'll keep going and you'll get it. And it can be transferred to everything in life. Anything you want, I think you can get. It's a lack of knowledge and it's a lack of applied knowledge. And the only way you simply get that knowledge is by failing over and over again, or learn off someone else's failures. By finding yourself mentors There's fucking heaps out there. You can go find yourself a mentor. There's plenty out there that are awesome. Go find yourself a coach if you want it. If you actually wanted it, you'd be willing to invest in yourself. But every failure is a seed to success. You need to understand that, as long as it's towards a definite aim. Love you, boys. Message me on Instagram if you've got any questions, or like, comment, or subscribe. I don't really give a fuck, but if you stayed to the end, thank you. Love you guys lots.